So guys, this is a fun one. Are you the biggest Star Trek fan in your life? Or, because people will get me already, are you the biggest Trekker in your life? Or Trekkie? That's another thing. I did a couple of videos and polls about, Trekker or Trekkie. I don't really care. I know Trekker is the more appropriate, proper, accepted, maybe even mature. Then, of course, people say, well, a Trekkie is more the ones who do cosplay or are truly obsessed over it. Whereas a Trekker loves Star Trek, but they can, they're not gonna be depressed if they can't watch it for like a week or two, or and they certainly probably don't cosplay. I mean, I think cosplay is incredible. I so admire those people. I'd never do it myself. I mean, I've worn Star Trek t-shirts or, cap. I got the Star Cat now. I used to have a United Federation of Planets UFP cap, and that's cool. But I do admire it. The work, the artisan, the artistic talent that goes in that, amazing. I mean, sometimes they look better or just as good as the people on the show, on the shows or the films. So, but in my life, I have 3 big Trekkers. I mean, I have more than that like it. But off the top here, it is Tom, Joe, and Brandon. And you know it, guys. You are the tops. And well, not in that order, really. I would say Tom is the biggest and most devoted and fervent and passionate Star Trek fan Trekker. After that, Joe, and then Brandon. Which, I mean, I'm not taking some scientific analysis and poll here, but from my, knowing them for years, knowing what they like, how much they know, right? The expertise, how many shows they've watched, accept. Like, a lot of people will not accept the new stuff, they just won't. Some will watch, and I don't even mean for Tom, Joe, and Brandon, but just the idea is they're not even going to accept it. Starfleet Academy's coming. A lot of people won't watch. I'm going to take a chance, of course. I'll take a chance. But so again, what do you think? Is it all about being a Trekkie or cosplay or, being that devoted? Or is it just, these shows, these films, what you like and the expertise, the knowledge, right? The data sets that you bring to this. And then, of course, you could even argue stuff about the feature films and the shows, which, I mean, I love the feature films too, but when you watch the Star Trek television shows, this is the meat and potatoes of Star Trek. And the feature films are good, but of course they have these big arcs. Someone either usually kind of dies or, it's so world-ending, galactic, galaxy ending and shit, so... But there you go. I mean, it's a good question to, I think, ask any Star Trek fan. Like, who in your life is the biggest? Are you? Are there others? And before I wrote for Star Trek, I was a fan. I still am. I'm just a fan. And then, I loved it that much. I always wanted to be a science fiction, horror, fantasy writer. I always wanted to be either a novelist or screenwriter. And then Star Trek came along. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write for it. It's my love. It's one of my big loves. Why not? Let me see. So who's the biggest in your life? Are you the biggest Star Trek fan, or is there somebody else? Give us your feedback. Give us your thoughts. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.